These are the things they don't want you to know about the tariff scheme. Trump's tariff announcements are manipulations. They are nothing but pure manipulations done in favor of the whales and big boys in the crypto market. And this is something crazy. This is something crazy enough to plunge us into an unexpected bear market that could actually lead to a very excruciating downturn of bear market either right now or in years to come. But let's really get into the real business. Let's dig in. Let's understand what motive they are really pushing under the radar, what agenda they have in mind, and how you can get to save yourself from being manipulated and save your portfolio from losing all out your money in such scenarios. Number one thing, they said that the 100% tariff hike on all Chinese import goods were done to save the American industry. I would say no, because that is a very big fat lie. The truth is, hours before the announcement was made, the tariff announcement was made, a particular trader opened a position that rigged in profit of over $120 million on short positions. This particular trader opened short positions on Bitcoin, opened short positions on Ethereum. So Bitcoin moved from around $122,000 and dipped to around $102,000. Ethereum did the same thing, moving from around $4,000 plus to around $4,700 to around $3,400,000. Solana saw the same thing, Ripple saw the same thing, Mantle and many other coins did the same thing. It was a very sharp drop. Nobody can just get to do all of those things. Where we might say, okay, maybe this is just get stuck, or maybe this was just timed, or maybe just coincidence. However, just one person or few people were able to milk the craziest profit in this kind of situation. I wouldn't agree that this is coincidence. The announcement says something and this trade says the other thing. So definitely this person knew something that almost each and every one of us don't know. Number two, the crash wasn't just random. It was engineered through timing and psychology. See, the strategy here is very, very simple. The plan for them was spread fear, create fear, sweep in liquidity and buy it cheaper. Because one thing I tell people is most times, and I learned from last year, was most times when most of these institutional traders begin to announce their profits or say, oh, they are buying Bitcoins in large volume, there's something creepy coming along or looking around in the corner, because they're actually going to milk you out. I don't know why most people still fall for this thing, but come to think of it, if you are an institutional trader and you want to make profit from the retailers, would you tell them when you are buying? You wouldn't. You won't want them to know when you're actually buying and selling, because your profit will be coming from their own losses. And that is what they do. They push a fake narrative. They tell you, oh, we are buying. And in just 2 weeks or 3 weeks to that time, you'll see the crypto market going down. Why? Because most people will open over leveraged positions. The market will be thriving on crazy open interest that it is against the volume of realized volume of realized value of profit in the market. So we just have long positions opened and there is nobody to buy. So definitely the market is going to do what? Crash on that. Also, this idea of creating the fear, sweeping the liquidity and buying back cheaper also confirms something that I've been saying earlier, that the Bitcoin top is around $135,000 to $150,000 in the cycle. Because if this is the cycle top, they won't be buying back just a few days after this announcement and there was a crash in the crypto market. So they're actually buying back to have larger portfolios and be able to make larger profit on the long run in this current cycle. So if you're one of those who actually still think that maybe this is the end of the cycle, I will tell you, you are wrong. Because if the institutional traders are still betting large sum of money to have a greater cycle top, then you should know, who are we retailers to say that is not possible. Number three, the real risk here is not just the tariff. The real plan here is not the tariff. What is actually playing is the fact that the government are looking for a way to actually have a great control over the market. This is a psychological war against retailers in the crypto space. And now the government have realized that tariff or crazy announcements can be used as levers to create sentiment, or disrupt the crypto space and rake in profits, or even get to control the market sentiment in the crypto space. And crazy part is, somebody is just telling them how to do that right. That is the president of the United States of America, Donald Trump, because he is actually cracked how they can use announcements, just basic fundamentals to change narrative in the crypto space, control it. Because whenever they make this announcement, they are not going to do this for long. They're not going to delay for long. And what they're doing is they're using this moment to just buy and buy. Remember, the person who actually opened this position, this short position, before the announcement was made, was actually researched to know that he owns over 806 over 86,000 worth of Bitcoin in his asset. That's just the one we know. We don't know the one that are maybe in cold storage or haven't yet to move to exchange. The number four thing, and which is the very important thing in this video, is for you to know what matters, you to know what to actually look out for. Now we've talked about what is happening. We don't know what will happen tomorrow, but the actual truth is, and the actual question you should be asking yourself is, how can you get to place yourself at a vantage point, a place of advantage to, set your portfolio at advantage over such manipulations? The first thing you need to put your eye on is the fact that you need to trade, you need to track and trace the USDC, USDT, whatever stable coin inflow into the exchanges. Whenever you're having mass inflow of stablecoins into the crypto space, that means some people are making moves or are getting ready to buy. Now, the funny thing is, you would know when they move it in, but you won't know when they want to buy, because it is going to be bad market for them. They'll be buying at the top and not at the low. So what do? Before, when they move in their stable coins, which is the dollar in the crypto space, they find a way to crash the market, and by then they use their stable coins to buy. They don't move it before, they don't move it after the crash. They always move it before the crash. So track the inflow of stable coins into the crypto space. The second thing you also need to do is look at the BTC open interest. Find a way to track BTC open interest using on-chain data analysis. You can get to know the open interest of BTC. If it is against the volume and the realized value profit in the market, you should know there's something fishy. One tool I also recommend for you is to use the market value and realized value graph to know when the cycle is at the top. This is something I've actually explained in the previous video earlier. You will see it. You can check it around in the video where it will be popping up to understand how to use most of these tools. And if you are wondering where you can get to use these tools, I will advise you to check out cryptoquant.com. I've been using CryptoQuant for a while now, and I actually enjoy using the platform because it provides on-chain data analysis for me to know what is actually happening in the crypto space. This is not a paid advertisement. This is just me, giving you real tools that you can use. And guess what? It is for free, and you can also subscribe if you need some basic or premium feature. Another thing you need to do is to keep your eye on policy headlines. You can't be in the crypto space and say you don't like watching news or following what is actually happening on the real world. These are fundamentals, and this is a period where fundamental will actually control a lot in the crypto space. E.g., just the crash that happened last week was just fueled by a fundamental, factor. Policy headline, tariff hike. That's just it. And you know what? The whole financial space went crazy. It happened in the stock, it happened in crypto, and many other places like that, even gold. So you have to keep your eye on policy headline. Check for suspicious inflow of USDT into the crypto space. When I say USDT, I mean funds into the crypto space, because it is with this USDT they used to buy whenever or after they've crashed the crypto market. Just to review again, first thing, you check for flow of USDT into the crypto market. You make an eye or keep an eye on policies headline that can actually affect the crypto space. You keep an eye on inter-exchange, flow rate. Keep an eye on M2. You keep an eye on MVRV, which is the market value and realized value ratio of the crypto space. And the last thing you need to do as well is to check out this video where I actually explained how you can get to use all of these tools very, very, very well. So when next I come your way, stay cool and play big.